What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap with SummerSlam literally today when you guys are watching it, and tomorrow for us. SmackDown delivered a great go-home show. What did you think about it, Matthew?
Just under 15 hours by the time everybody is listening to this. One of, if the most anticipated events in, I think, the last few months, to be honest with you. SummerSlam in Cleveland. Crowd was hot tonight. Let's talk about one person here, and that's Cody Rhodes. This guy is on a path to try and slay the so-called tribal chief. These two just exchange words tonight. Not a crazy segment here, but Rhodes definitely got under Solo Sikoa's skin. Bloodline come by, and no mayhem breaks out in this case, and it's actually just resolved with words. And I am pumped for this match. I think we all know who is going to show up,
Oh,
and I think that given Roman Reigns, maybe a little Jimmy or Jay, and also Paul Heyman. That's cinema for me. And they've been having a bit of a rivalry lately. Will Carmelo Hayes take 2 L's in a row? Let me ask you something. The way that Wade Barrett brought that up, I don't know if you listened to it, but it was so slick for people who actually were watching the show. Carmelo takes a loss. 2 L's where Carmelo Hayes' name only has one. That's not looking too good, man. Let's see what they end up doing here. But I totally get what they're coming with for Andrade, and he does need some elevation.
this match was phenomenal, man. Great way to kick off the opening segment. Cody Rhodes was fire on that mic, and it led us right into a fire matchup between these two. Give it week after week. That's what I say. And the hits just kept on coming as we had another great singles match, as we saw Santos Escobar take on Apollo Crews with Legado del Fantasma and Baron Corbin. Both
In the past few weeks, it's been a tag team match. Not to trample over you here, but Baron Corbin, man, him and Apollo Crews, do you think it's working? It's given these both something to do. Could it be better? It absolutely can. But let's see where it leads them to, because I do like what they're teaming us up with. And I don't mind Apollo and Baron. There's just something in me that is allowing it. Escobar defeats Apollo Crews here. Nothing crazy. Women's tag team action. We'll kind of brush over this here. Cargill and Belair versus Fire and Dawn. Even though the champs here tried to attack before the bell, Cargill and Belair, man, they thwarted them off. They won by disqualification. Blair Davenport here attacking Bianca Belair. Interesting what they're doing here, right? Bringing Blair Davenport into the mix. They've been, present the past few weeks with these three, but I don't mind it. I think it's some elevation for all three women. I think this is going to work. They just need to find worthy opponents now. So Bianca, you got Jade, and hopefully maybe one more.
The Forehead Gang, we know it.
Please don't even start about that. Let's not talk. We're going to just leave that in the dust. Absolutely not. Let's get to our main event.
Before we get to our main event, it wouldn't be a SmackDown without a nice little vignette package
of my gosh, I knew you were going to go over it.
I have to go over it because Nia Jax.
Yep, Nia Jax and Bailey.
I have to see her week after week, man.
I knew in my head this is what we should have gone over, but I didn't want to, because every time she pops up on the screen, man, I just want to jump out the damn window, not going to lie. Good vignette, totally. Okay, next. I really hope she doesn't take it off Bailey. She's just so annoying.
Let's not forget that Tiffany Stratton was also gifted a new Money in the Bank by Nia Jax, as we saw the two backstage.
Forgot about that segment there, but it was actually pretty gold. And what do we get? Little P here and
Chelsea Green.
Lovely Chelsea Green. Tiffany Stratton reads into them well. They both kind of bounce and reflect on one another, and it just worked, man. It really did. But that new briefcase for Tiffany is looking good. Main event time. Let's jump into it. All right. DIY versus the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Tag titles on the line. Of course, DIY, the respective champions. Johnny Gargano's in his hometown of Cleveland for SmackDown. No way he can lose tonight. They lost. Let me ask you something here. With the Bloodline going into SummerSlam with the tag titles, what does this mean? It adds a little more prestige and power to him, I guess. Sure, to Solo Sikoa, the Michael Jackson looking ass. Let's see what this is going to do. I feel so bad for DIY. It was good while it was, but man, they really took them off of them like that. And we haven't gotten really any surprises lately, and this kind of came as a surprise.
Yeah, for me too. It was a good match while it lasted. I had a feeling that they were going to book it so the Bloodline overpowered DIY. It was certainly a great way to close out the night. I do feel bad for Johnny Gargano losing in his hometown, but this was a great build to SummerSlam. We had LA Knight and Logan Paul earlier in the night have
So good.
exchange of words, and LA Knight stole his prime truck. It was just too good, and we saw Logan chase after it. Just a great build.
And could we talk, you know what? And I wasn't going to bring this up, but now that you brought that up, could we talk quickly about how the crowd despised Logan Paul? You know how Fox, they black out the screen during times, right? Because they mute the audio or they don't want us to see something. During Logan Paul's entrance, he was getting not only booed, but flipped off. And you could clearly see the middle fingers thrown. They were blacking out the screen, literally frame by frame. It was incredible.
It's so good. He gets flipped off week after week.
But you know what? He's dodging it well, and he's so good on the mic too. He's work despite it being that people don't like him now because of what's going on. We'll see how this unfolds. SummerSlam LA Knight's going to take the W for sure.
I have a feeling that this match might steal the show. Let us know in the comments what you guys think your match of the night's going to be for SummerSlam. Let us know what you guys thought about tonight's go-home show for SummerSlam. And always like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out. This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.